Welcome to another episode of Absolute Talks. I am Jack, this is Conrad, and our very special guest today, Dr. Theresa Wang.
Dr. Theresa Wang is a prosthodontist and clinical director at ClearChoice. So she's visiting us today to explore and learn and teach us about digital technology and how important it is to implement it into our, not just the lab, but also the practice. So Dr. Wang, we'd love to hear your opinion on why you feel it's so important to stay abreast of digital technology.
Great. Well, thanks so much for having me, by the way. It's been really wonderful touring your lab and seeing, how you've been able to integrate into digital technology seamlessly. And so, part of something at ClearChoice that we pride ourselves in is being able to deliver work efficiently and consistently. And it is absolutely imperative that we are at the cutting edge of really exploring how digital workflow can make that process easier for us and for our patients.
From a clinician's perspective, can you tell us why adoption has been so slow in the industry? Even at Absolute, we pride ourselves to be on the cutting edge, but we see probably 25% adoption intraoral scanning?
I think it's not because it's not cool. I think it's because everybody wants to do it, but they have to take a step back and they have to almost disrupt something that they're comfortable with, that works well. And there is a learning curve. There's going to be some struggle while you're training up your team, while you're learning the nuances behind the technology. And I really think that's really what holds us all back.
And I think you agree. I hope you agree. But at Absolute, we decided to get involved early, and we were kind of the bleeding edge on a lot of these technologies. But I do think, and I'm asking, if you don't integrate, you'll probably be left behind at some point, don't you think?
I agree with that completely. I think that implementation, learning, really trying and touching and feeling, really starting to learn about what's possible is the key to being relevant and for our patients, right? Like the reason we do this is because we want to be the best for our patients. We want to give them better care at a rate that's going to be good for them.
Why do you think, and it's always been something Jack and I discussed, why is ClearChoice so successful, do you think? Because I think you make a big splash when you come to town.
Thank you. Well, I think part of our success is that we really focus on three things: being excellent in the clinic, being excellent with our operation, and really pouring into our teams, making sure that there's a lot of energy devoted towards their training, their development, and it's a patient-forward approach, right? So being here, learning about the technology that you guys have implemented is helpful for us. Because for us, we're looking at wanting to be at that cutting edge, and that is because of the patients.
Awesome, that's great. Anything from you, Jack?
I think I'm good. I think you two covered it all.
Oh.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Absolute Talks.
Thank you, Dr. Wang. Great honor.
Thank you, Dr. Wang.